Don't you guys just love coffee? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So today's video is going to be my empties, but these are specifically my makeup empties. I must have a cat hair or something on my nose because I feel something like itchy, like right there. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I have had these empties accumulating for a little bit, and I pretty much just wait until this bin fills up to do an empties video. So this isn't something I'm gonna do like every single month or anything like that. It's basically when my bin fills up, I do an empties video, and I have like a designated little area in my makeup vanity. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me grab some of these larger items out of the way. I think I only have 2 sprays in here. So I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is the old packaging. I had gotten a set of this when it was going on sale, or it was on sale on the Urban Decay website. But honestly, I don't really think it does that great of a job of like prolonging the wear of my makeup. I feel that for the most part, like the powders and all the other things that I do, like a primer, those are the things that typically have prolonged the wear of my makeup, or I see a difference in it. I don't really see a difference with this. I just use it as like the final step when doing my makeup, but I am currently using a different setting spray, and I feel like that really does something, or it does help with the wear of my makeup in comparison to this. So for that reason, I probably wouldn't repurchase this because it's just so dang expensive. This, however, the MAC Prep and Prime, this is just in the original scent, the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, or MAC Fix Plus. This is just a staple in my collection. I absolutely love this. I currently have like the limited edition cherry one, the cherry blossom one, and I'm probably gonna keep the bottle of that because it's just such a pretty bottle. I am gonna be saving this to put in like my back to MAC bag. I do have a little area where I do keep all of my back to MAC items, but I love that to kind of set my face after I have finished applying all of my powder products, but before I go in with a highlighter, because I like that right after I apply that, I obviously let it dry for a bit. I apply my highlighter on top, and it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of helps my highlighter grip to my skin. And that just could be that I am very oily and I do have problems with certain products like adhering to my skin or staying on my skin for a really long time. And then I go in with like a regular setting spray like this to kind of set my entire face after I have done everything. So I really enjoy Fix Plus. I'm excited to try maybe a few of their limited edition scents, like I'm eyeing the pineapple one. And I do kind of like that they're in the travel size bottles, because if I don't end up liking the scent, then I don't have to go through like a full size bottle of it. But I'm interested in the pineapple one. I missed out on the watermelon one, but I was really interested in trying the watermelon one. But yeah, long story short, I love my Fix Plus. So let's move into some primers. I have a few primers. Pretty much have a lot of deluxe size primers that I'm currently working through right now. This was a full size of the Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. This was my all-time favorite primer. I did have it in a project pan in order to use this up, and it did take me a bit to use this up because you only needed a little bit of this product and it went a long way. But I basically like ran out of time to use this primer because, as you can see, it's like completely dried up and gunky. Yeah, it just completely dried up, so I wasn't able to use up that little bit that I had left of this primer. But I love this stuff, and they discontinued it. I've never had a primer that works so well on keeping my T-zone, like my extremely oily T-zone, matte all day, or like really controlling my oils. I don't really care for the matte look. I just care for the oil control, so to speak. So I wish they would bring this back, and I wish I could find a primer that controlled my oils as well as this one. I currently have a few deluxe size samples of primers that I'm working through, and they just They just don't do it. So I have a deluxe size sample of the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the Pore Minimizing formula. This was okay. I honestly prefer the like original Smashbox formula, which is what I'm currently using to kind of use as a pore filler. I like the feel of that silicone primer. I really like this though, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer plus moisturizer. So I had used up the Too Faced like Hangover RX, which is my favorite like moisturizing primer that I really like using in the winter time. Because I do have oily skin, it's important for me to use a moisturizer, but use the right type of moisturizer. And this just kind of did both. Like it really did moisturize my skin where I needed it to, because I have these these dry patches on my cheeks right here, and it worked as an incredible primer. So I really like this one if you are someone who has like dry patches. Even if you have oily skin, I just think it does a really good job of like moisturizing your skin, and it doesn't leave your skin like oily and greasy or anything like that. So I don't think I have any more primers, but I do have a color corrector. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Corrector. I liked this. I don't think they make this product anymore, but if they did, I would probably purchase it. But I just don't think color correcting is for me. I honestly don't mind if some of my redness peeks through. So I do have a little bit of redness here on my cheeks. Just applying a little bit of blush kind of camouflages some of my redness. So for that reason, I probably wouldn't repurchase a color corrector, a green one specifically. But I did like this. If you are someone who is looking for a green color corrector that covers your redness, I would look into that one. I really did like that formula of it, because I've tried like the Urban Decay Naked, like that green color corrector, and I just didn't like the smell of it, and I didn't like the consistency of it. So, ooh, we have quite a few mascaras, you guys. I am a mascara junkie. And I normally have a full-size mascara going on with a deluxe size mascara, because I feel that my deluxe size mascaras tend to dry up before the 3-month like expiration date. I rotate my mascaras every 2 to 3 months depending on the formula of the mascara. So if it's a wet mascara or a formula that doesn't dry out too quickly, then I can go the full 3 months with it. But if it's like a drier mascara like this one here, it's probably only going to be like a month and a half before this mascara really dries out. So this is the Urban Decay. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Everybody raves about this. I got a full size of this in like one of the Sephora favorites kit, and I have lots of like little minis of this mascara, and honestly, it does a really good job until it starts to dry out. So I would say for a full size mascara, maybe within the first month it does a good job, and then it starts to dry out. And once this formula starts to dry out and get a little bit thick, it really flakes. Like it flakes off of your eyelashes. And I really hated when it flakes. I really hate that this is such an expensive mascara and I can't even get a full 3 months out of the full size. And if you have a mini of it, honestly, it only lasts me about 2 weeks before it starts to like flake on me. So here's another full size mascara. This is the Smashbox Full Exposure. And this wand is it was just awkward. It was huge. It didn't really do that good of a job. I don't remember where I got this Smashbox Full Exposure. I think it was part of a set. I think I purchased like an eyeshadow palette or something like that. I didn't purchase this, basically, is what I'm saying. I got this as part of something, maybe in like a BoxyCharm or something like that. And I just really didn't care for this mascara. I honestly only used it about a month. So like the formula didn't dry out on me or anything like that, but it really didn't do anything for such an expensive mascara. But I had kind of heard that about that mascara, that it wasn't that good of a mascara. Anyways, moving on. I have the Maybelline the Colossal Mascara. This was okay, but it did make my eyelashes a little bit clumpy. And it wasn't because the formula was dry or anything like that. Like, I think this is supposed to make you have kind of like that clumpy eye look. So this was okay for me, but it's not really my style when it comes to mascaras. The Tarte Lash Paint Mascara. This is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. However, the wand with this is one of those like plastic wands, and you do have to be careful because the little spikes on here, if you get too close to like the base of your lashes, it'll poke you, and it really hurts. So this is something that I go in as my second mascara when I really want to get in there and kind of separate and lengthen my lashes. It's got so many little spiky things in here that you can really separate and lengthen your lashes. The formula is really nice. It's not too wet. It's not too dry. I just really like it. And I've used up a full size of this, maybe 2 full sizes of this that I've gotten as part of like a BoxyCharm or something like that. And I think I did purchase a full size of this mascara, and I would purchase a full size of this mascara. The Benefit Roller Lash. I used to love this mascara. Maybe it's just the deluxe size of this, but this really dries out my lashes. Like my lashes feel dry. Like my eyes feel dry. Like it's sucking the moisture out of my lashes by the end of the day. And it just, after like maybe like a week or so of this, it just started to get kind of sticky. So when I would put this on, like, it wouldn't really dry down, and my lashes would kind of stick together. So they would form like one big lash. So for that reason, I probably wouldn't repurchase a full size of it, because I didn't realize how drying this mascara was. So the last mascara I have to talk to you today is a deluxe size of the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. I like this mascara. I would say the formula is a little bit on the drier side. I do use this as like my base mascara, so this is something that I go in with first to really kind of build up the volume. And then I go in with like a wetter mascara on top to really like lengthen and extend it. I've used several deluxe size samples of this. I don't like the waterproof version or any of the other versions of this mascara. I just like this like original Lights Camera Lashes of it. And I probably would repurchase this mascara. So out of all of the ones that I have tried, the only ones I really recommend are the Tarte Lash Paint, and then probably the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. So apparently Tarte is winning out of all of these other mascaras. So yeah, you'll probably see a few mascaras in my next empties, because mascara is something that I do not play around with when it comes to rotating it. I already have like watery eyes and sensitive eyes, so I don't want to trigger anything else going on with my eyes there. So let's see. Let's move on to some eyeliners. So I have a Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner. I don't like this formula as much as I used to. So it is kind of like a foamy brush instead of like an actual brush. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's like a little foam instead of like a bristled brush. Ooh. And this formula is a little bit dry. Like, you don't want your liquid eyeliner to be too liquidy, but I feel like the sponge was a little too drying, and for that reason I couldn't really do like a very effortless winged liner. But I probably wouldn't repurchase this unless it was like 50% off, because I just like the NYX Epic Ink Liner so much better. That is like my all-time favorite liquid eyeliner, and it's just so much cheaper than that. All right, so I've got a few like colored eyeliners. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeliners. I have a mint green one and a hot pink one. I really liked the formula of these. However, I would avoid getting these because I just like the ColourPop eyeliner so much better than these, and they're pretty comparable when it comes to prices. like Wet n Wild and ColourPop, especially because ColourPop, you can get like a coupon on the ColourPop website. ColourPop is now also sold at Ulta, so you can use like the $3.50 off of $10 or $15 coupon that they have. You can also use the 20% off coupon that they have. So for that reason, I would skip on these eyeliners if you ever see them during like the limited edition summer collections that they do. They were good. I did like the Mega Last formula, but I prefer the ColourPop formula so much better, and these dry out so quickly. And then this is the Mr. Right Now eyeliner pencil in Brian from The Balm. I have very little of this eyeliner left, so I can't roll it up anymore, but it's just a basic like nude eyeliner, and I liked this. It was okay, but it's not my favorite, so I probably wouldn't repurchase any eyeliners from The Balm. I do have a few left. I have like a brown one left, and I think I have like a black one left from The Balm, but I probably wouldn't repurchase any eyeliners from The Balm. They are really nice and creamy, but they just don't have that much staying power in my opinion. All right, so I have a Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick, and this was in the shade Golden Pink. This was like a deluxe size sample. I had used this in like a project pan. I don't know if you'll be able to see a swatch of it right there, but I really like these ombre shadow sticks. But I prefer the formula of the Laura Mercier ones over the Bobbi Brown one. I feel like the Bobbi Brown is just okay. Like, it's not super shimmery or anything like that. I feel like the Laura Merciers have a little bit more of like a kick to it, so to speak. Like, if I'm going to pay the price of one of these Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks, I want my eyeshadow to have a little bit more oomph to it. I'm actually wearing a Laura Mercier eyeshadow stick underneath the glitter topper that I have on it, and I really do like it. Eyeshadow sticks are very quick, easy, one and done type of products. All right, so I have a lip product here from Milani. This is the Milani Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment. There was like 3 of these, I believe. Like, one was like a lip dissolver, like a liquid lipstick dissolver. The other one was a lip scrub, which was okay. But this lip treatment is so good. It's silky smooth. I wouldn't necessarily call it like a lip mask. This is something that I put on as I'm doing my makeup and just kind of let it sit while I'm doing my makeup to kind of moisturize my lips and prep my lips. And I have found that using this before doing my makeup, I don't even need to apply like a lip primer or anything like that. And even really drying liquid lipsticks feel a lot better on my lips. So I highly recommend this as a lip balm. It was just really nice. I used it not only when I was prepping my lips, but I used it in the morning time, even on days where I wasn't doing makeup. I found myself reaching for this little potted lip balm all the time. I do have so many lip balms that I'm currently trying to work through. So for that reason, I'm not going to personally repurchase it. But if you are looking for a really good lip balm, I highly recommend this. Like I said, this is the Milani Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment. All right, I have a mini of the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. But this powder on its own was just okay. I ended up having to do something with it in order to make it really work for me. I don't really see what the hype is with this powder. It's just not... I don't know. Like, I don't really see what the hype is with this powder. So I probably wouldn't purchase it. I have so many other powders in my collection that I like better than that one. All right, I have a Maybelline Eye Studio potted liner. I really liked this liner. It's very creamy. If I needed to kind of revive it, I would add a little bit of Duraline in here. It's waterproof, but I have had this thing forever. I maybe used up about, I want to say 3/4 of the product. It's just time to go. But if you are looking for a really good cream liner, I could do a wing with this. I don't have to set anything with this. Like most cream liners, pencil liners, I have to set with like a liquid liner in order for it not to budge. I don't have to do anything with this liner. So I probably would repurchase it, but I have another liner that I am trying out right now. And if I don't end up liking it, this is definitely the potted liner that I'm going to go back to. And the last thing I have here in my empties, oop, no, scratch that. I have two more bigger items here. So I do have an eyeliner from Pretty Vulgar. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I tried using this. This is in Blacklist Gel Eyeliner. I tried reviving it a few times. It is pretty black, but it dries out too quickly. So I would have to revive it, and then like a week later it would be dried out again. So for that reason, I ended up just, you know, just kind of tossing it basically, and it didn't really do that good of a job. I felt like I had to, it's not like super creamy, it's kind of a little bit on the thicker side. It didn't really set all that well. Like, it just kind of moved around. It's not my favorite eyeliner. I used it because the packaging was adorable and I got it in a BoxyCharm. So I was like, hey, I might as well try out a liner, but it wasn't my favorite. So if you were interested in trying this, I would definitely say skip it. Although the packaging is absolutely gorgeous, it looks like one of those little ink bottles that you write with a like a quill pen or something like that. But it just wasn't worth it to me. All right. So speaking of setting powders, I have the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the shade Translucent. I completely used this powder up. Yeah, I really liked this powder. I don't even think you can get NYC in stores anymore. Like, they used to sell it at like Walmart and like CVS and places like that. But I think you can still purchase this powder on like Amazon. But I really did like this powder. It did an okay job for like a really inexpensive drugstore powder. All right, last but not least, I have the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact. This was a serum foundation from IT Cosmetics, and it looked like it was like one of those, what do you call them, cushion foundations? But it was like a solid serum foundation that as soon as you like put your brush in it, it kind of activated the serum. And I love this foundation. Unfortunately, they have discontinued this foundation. It did have like SPF 50 in it. This was a beautiful foundation. If you don't quite like the IT Cosmetics CC cream because it's a little too emollient, this is kind of like the perfect in between like the CC cream and just like a regular foundation. I really like this. It had like light to medium coverage. It was buildable. But yeah, I would highly recommend it if you do find it somewhere being discontinued. I'm in the shade Light. I have been searching for it to see if I can find it at like a TJ Maxx. I've heard people have found this at a TJ Maxx, but you know, I really wish I could find this again because I really like this foundation, but I'm not actively searching for it. I would say, like, I'm sure I can go on Amazon and find it because I have so many foundations that I am testing out right now. But honestly, if I run across it, I would immediately snag it up and repurchase it because I just really liked it. Nice and easy everyday foundation. Anyways, let me stop rambling. Those are all of my beauty empties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and kind of my mini review on the products. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below if you guys have tried any of these products. Maybe some of the products didn't work out for me. I wasn't quite using them the right way, or any tips and tricks or anything that's makeup related. Just leave me a comment down below, or just say hi. Just say hi. I like saying hi to people, and I like getting shout outs from people down below in the comment section. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.